Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The first time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Parkville Network.
Well, all right.
So I guess in a situation that we're all in right now, and maybe there's limited masks, like we're hearing. Now we're hearing that, you find plans online to make homemade ones.
Yeah.
If anybody has access to, and what's the store that used to be on like 83rd and Center? It was Army Surplus Store.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it. Army Surplus Store. Somebody had like I was at Walmart this weekend, a mask that had the two like filter thingies. I don't know what they're called on the side.
It's like the N95s almost, but they're the gas masks.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed excessive. I don't know that if that's all you have. I guess that's all you have. But if
I don't know that the gas masks. I guess they would work.
But if now they're saying that you can make your own mask at home because anything helps, I think then you don't need to default to the gas mask situation.
There are some theories about that too, because when the masks first started, remember they were telling everybody that it wasn't necessary to wear a mask unless you're sick.
Right.
If you're sick, you should wear a mask.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to, the way the theory goes is they were trying to prevent people from making a run on masks so they would have enough for the medical community. Mm-hmm. Which leads some people to believe, of course, that well, wait a minute, now we need a mask? Now that you've got all the medical masks, okay, now everybody should wear one.
Now hurry up, go make a mask.
Right? And you're like, well, now you didn't want me to wear that mask, but you're going to have me go home and make one out of a bandana and I'm good? Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is I have my little homemade one, my little bandana one, right?
Looks like you're going to rob a bank, by the way.
That's the thing is that I saw people posting. So when I go in the bank wearing this mask, I'm good, right? I want to know nothing's going to happen.
Good thing all the lobbies are usually closed.
Now, yeah.
Right now, but yeah,
You have to wonder. But they said when you make your own mask, there's material and I can't remember the specifications, but it's supposed to be so many layers. Cotton is the best to use, but so many layers of cotton in order to be of any use, number one. And number two, that there's another fabric you need to put in there. And I can't remember, it's some kind of a mesh or something, but it helps with the ventilation, or not ventilation, but it helps also with trapping anything coming through. Because just the cotton's not going to do it.
Yeah.
That's it's not the same thing. And so the theory is that they were telling everybody you don't need a mask. So they had time to gather all the masks. Now that they've got all these, and you've seen the videos of the authorities going into homes in some of the cities and bringing out cases of masks because these people stockpile them and then we're going to sell them and make a buck.
Sure.
And now that's illegal.
Yeah. Well, and it should be. It's like, come on.
That's hoarding.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So now that they've got all the masks that I guess that are out there, now they're like, okay, now everybody should wear a mask.
Now, and so then,
wait a minute, 2 weeks ago.
Even a week ago, it was a rarity to see somebody at a store with a mask. Now, Walmart on Sunday, I'd say probably 30% of people had masks on, including the guy with the actual gas mask.
Yeah.
And it's because I didn't have a mask on, but you're walking through and you've seen all these people with masks on, and you're trying to be keeping 6 feet away, saying hello, hi, and I'm thinking, God, people just aren't talking. I didn't realize you can't see their mouth or hear, like you can't see if they're smiling. You can't. Everybody,
and you may
it looks
not be,
so
they muffle
like
them enough too that you can't hear when they say,
right,
because how we're mumblers.
Yeah, so I'm thinking you can't use any sort of facial expression at all with these masks on.
You need to do the nod.
Just get in, get out.
The nod. That's it. Nice to see you. Do the nod.
Get in, get
but
out.
I saw somebody at the store. They had on literally, it was like diving goggles and a mask over their mouth because not everybody. Some of the naysayers about the masks, they're like, well, the germs are supposed to be able to get into your body via your nose, when you breathe, but also your eyes are also. That's why you see the masks that the medical people are wearing. They have the mask over their face, and then they have the clear shield as well that covers their eyes so they can still see.
Sure.
Or they have glasses on that are goggles type. This was literally a diving goggle.
I mean, that seems almost like they're making fun of it. But, but everything, I did hear someone this weekend, it might have been Dr. Drew, say, everything helps. Even if you have eyeglasses on, if somebody happens to sneeze and, anything can help. So it's like, whatever makes somebody feel safe, just really just stay home. Just
bottom
pump the
line.
brakes and just stay home. I know it's getting tough. It's getting rough for
is.
everybody. It's getting rough for the kids. It's getting rough for trying to find out stuff to do. You wake up. I saw a meme this weekend said, "Oh, it's just this kid sitting on a couch." Said, "Good morning." Now what? You just get up and you just sit.
And which is ridiculous when you think about the fact that everything is at your fingertips. Everything. It's like you said before. There are days you sit on your phone and you're just staring at Google.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to Google.
But now that you don't have an option, it drives you crazy.
And you can look up anything. You can watch anything. You can learn anything. You can, right?
Yeah, I got two examples of that. I think I hit the end of what I can watch on TV because, first of all, I watched the Hulu original Hillary Clinton special. Like
I can't. I just can't watch any more politics, and I won't watch any of the pandemic movies.
It was actually
I'm not watching Contaminant or whatever it's called, or Pandemic, or I'm not watching any of those.
No way. And I did get yelled at Worspan Lake yesterday. Like legit.
You were at Worspan Lake?
Yeah, we were at Worspan walking around and driving around looking at deer. It was packed. A lot of people, a lot of cars, tons of deer this year.
Oh, well,
But
nobody can go.
we can go hunt them.
Well, they probably still can, can't they? But then again, once you do, unless you can field dress
Yeah.
and you're able to take care of it yourself, there probably isn't where you can take them to get them
No.
dressed out.
Yeah, there's a ton
At the
of
lockers?
deer.
I wonder if the lockers would still take them.
Probably not, since that tiger in New York had COVID, so maybe deer can get it.
Which, how did he get a test? Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Who's going to tell a tiger no? So we are driving around and get all the way around on that the east side of the lake and on our way out. And I look up in this tree and I think, wow, so that looks like that's an awful large nest to not be a bald eagle. It has to be a bald eagle. And we're driving by and we're looking up close. I'm thinking, and then I see movement and I'm thinking, it's
Baby
a tail.
eagles.
It's a big tail. It's probably, oh gosh, it's 100 feet or higher in the air. It's pretty high, but
That's a football
eagles
field.
are
That's a
freaking
long
huge.
ways.
No, it's 300 feet.
It's 300
football
feet,
field.
so
Yeah.
100 feet, sorry.
Yeah, so 100 feet.
10 yard, 10 hash mark. 10. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's still a long ways.
It was so long way, but close enough to like that'd be really cool if I could see like a little white head peek out or something. So we get out of the car, park on the side,
Are they
walk
born
down.
with whiteheads?
Well, they're not babies yet. They haven't hatched yet.
Oh, okay,
It's
they're just eggs.
Yeah, it's just eggs right now.
Got it. You're waiting to see
There was a
Mama or Daddy.
parent that was watching over them.
Yeah.
And so get out of the car. It's me and Beth and Sophia, and we're like, oh, super excited. And we run down. We go down, getting up underneath there and trying to get the angle so we
hope
can
it
maybe
pooped
see
on
the
you.
head.
I hope it
Oh
pooped
no!
on
I
you.
hear this guy yelling from the road. Get out of there!
Trespassing.
Well, it wasn't trespassing. It was. And I look, I'm like, what?
Oh,
he goes,
God.
you gotta get out of there, start nesting. And I said, okay, whatever.
Harassing. You're harassing
he
the
said, He said
birds.
they're nesting. And so I'm like, what? And I couldn't hear
my
the rest of what he
God.
said. So we just like, whatever. So he just kept looking around and then walked back up to the car. And I don't know how I missed it. There were 6 of them, enormous red signs that said, please do not go down in this area because bald eagle nesting zone.
God.
And I'm like, I couldn't believe, I felt terrible. I'm like, I can't, we parked by one. I almost hung my jacket on one to go down. Like they were everywhere. And I'm like, I thought, what a freaking idiot.
Oh, God.
What an idiot.
I can't believe it. That's funny. That's the kind of stuff that ends up on like a meme that ends up. There should be a video of this jack off.
Who knows, there might be.
He's walking right by the side.
That was me. That was us. I walked parked right by
harassing
it.
the eagles, our national bird.
And I love them. I love
I
eagles.
know you
Yeah.
do.
I love eagles. It
Oh
was just,
my God.
I know.
I will give you something if you want to find something new to watch.
Okay.
It just came out and it's you might have seen this news stories about it. I think it's called Quibi,
Okay.
and it's QUIBI. It's made for your phone.
Oh, you know what? I have heard about this.
And it just launched. And right now you can get 90 days free to try it out.
Yeah.
And I downloaded it and was kind of looking around. And what it is basically they're short episodes, really short episodes, like meant for if you're waiting on the bus or if you're waiting in a line somewhere or if you're whatever it is, then you just want something to watch real quick.
Downloaded it right now.
And some of the shows on there, some of them look okay. I cannot tolerate Chrissy Teigen. Yeah. She has a show, Chrissy's Court, which I'm sure is fabulous.
Riveting.
But thankfully, there are 100 other shows that are on there as well. And so I got to scrolling and seeing what else was on there. Murder House Flip. This is brilliant, and I wish there was a regular TV show. It doesn't matter. I can cast it on my TV and watch it. It doesn't matter. Murder House Flip are these episodes about flipping houses where murders were committed. And one of the stories that they're telling is this couple who wanted to live by the ocean, and the only way they could afford it was to buy a house where somebody dismembered their wife.
Oh, good Lord.
And literally there were like, not only that, where there were more murders. There was like 7 bodies buried in the yard.
I mean, the ocean's you can buy a lot. There's a lot of oceans.
That's so expensive. So expensive. Like in some of those
was cheaper
communities.
because of the murder?
Because of the murder.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Nobody would buy the house.
Heck
7
no.
bodies buried in the yard.
And
they don't know if they found them all. And so the people that were doing the flip, 2 designers, right? So it's just like any other flip TV show. And so you got the 2 designers that are going to try and create a new energy in this house.
That's a brilliant idea for a show.
It is. It's awesome because not only do you have the murder story, but you also have the development of ideas and seeing the reason why everybody watches all the home redesign shows. So they're talking with one of the local experts about this house, and they said, well, when you're doing your rebuild, I think one episode, we never did find the murder weapon. So it's somewhere, possibly still in this house somewhere. Another one was you may come across some body parts when you're digging up under this part over here when you're adding on this new porch extension.
Why in the F would you ever? You can't, unless you dig 10 feet down and flip the entire ground over, not a chance in hell. No, not, would you? Not a chance. I don't love anybody or any place enough to do that.
And this gorgeous house that maybe nobody, in 10 years, 15, 20 years, nobody will know what happened there, right? I don't know, man. I don't know if I could. Because one of them, literally, she's standing there in one of the houses and the designer's like, that's the shower where he dismembered his wife and you take a shower in there? Because they were getting ready to change the entire layout of the house, right?
I mean,
they're going to try to just demolish it and breathe new life into it.
No
pun intended.
Is fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating, and I would watch that. It's because I could never do it. No freaking way.
And so they're short episodes, and that's one of the shows that they have is the Murder House Flip.
I mean, there are Indian burial grounds that have been there, for hundreds of years, and there's still hauntings on them. And
I know it. And you knowingly go in there, and you think of all the homes. I mean, it's like people die in houses, and these are all murder houses, though. They're not just like had a heart attack. These are
people accidentally fall down in the shower and get cut up into 19 pieces and then buried in the backyard. It happens all the time.
So a couple other ones they had too. The Stranger, which looks like it's a drama horror type show as well. And then another one was Run This City, and it's based on a true story, and it looks really interesting also. But yeah, there are hundreds of stories that are on there that you can sit and watch.
That's a great idea. A little 10-minute little thingies.
Right. And it's $5 a month with ads, $8 a month without.
What a
idea. And here's the kicker is that this company, the timing is just unbelievable. They have so much content stockpiled because they were just humping to get this stuff done because because they didn't know about a COVID. They were worried about a writer's strike they were right like on the edge of a writer's strike, and they wanted to get these episodes done. And so they produced so much content so they would have this all done in case this writer's strike hit. So in turn,
it helped them.
They're ready to rock. And right at a time when everybody's looking for something to watch.
This is perfect.
And they're giving you 90 days free on top of it.
I mean, they could just do 30.
Really?
If it's only 10-minute episodes, you could damn near watch everything. If you can't leave that,
I don't know. I didn't even go through all of them.
Oh,
and there's like Jennifer Lopez and Kevin Hart are part of one of the shows as well, where it's like paying it forward. I think Nick Jonas, is on that one, and there's several stars that are paying it forward, and it was like $100,000. Some kind of, I don't know what the story all is behind it, but it was to somebody who had impacted somebody's life, whatever, and they surprise them with this money. And so there's all of these stars giving away money, and then there are a whole bunch of different. I mean, the variety is unbelievable. So if Chrissy's court isn't your thing, there's other stuff.
Guaranteed not my thing. I'd rather sit on the bus and listen to some guy mouth breathe next to me for 10 minutes. Yeah, whatever. I'm excited. I downloaded that. I'm gonna watch. That's a great little
it's
plan.
kind of a cool thing. So if you're running out of stuff, and trust me. I hear ya. I ran through all the Ozark new episodes. It's awesome, and it leaves it wide open for season 4. I am so ecstatic.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ozark ran through it. A few movies this
And
weekend.
sometimes there's something to be said that I never thought I would say this, but you just get sick of doing the same thing over and over. And I know everybody's in the same boat, but even getting out, going for a walk is great, whatever.
Yeah.
But then sitting in the house, it's like you do the same thing. We found some great board games. I can never remember the name of them. Kings in the Corner was another card game I haven't played for decades.
Oh my God. Yeah. I played that when I was a little kid.
Brought that back. TBT brought that back. These are like board games that are like
You
have
guys
the
actually,
weirdest names.
so you're fortunate you have decks of cards. A lot of people don't even have a deck of cards in their house.
We have
right?
multiple ones. Yeah.
I have like a box full of them because when we used to do the poker games.
Yeah.
So after you use a deck of cards for a poker game, then you have to break a new card. You break a new deck every time you start a new game, right? When you're doing a different night. So I have like, I don't know how many decks of cards.
I see you're good. You could have
So I'm good and I have nobody to play cards with. This reminds me of my 11th birthday.
Right.
My 11th birthday, I got 2 games. I got the same game 2 times, and it was called Gnip Gnop, and it was for 2 players. And so you're trying to, they had little leverage, little launchers on each end, and you're trying to launch a ball, and there's 3 holes in the middle, and the idea was to get all 3 of your balls on the other side before the other person did.
Right.
Right? I was 10 or 11 years
Well,
old.
you always won.
Yeah, it's really fun.
That's really super fun. Thanks. And great thinking outside the box gifts too.
That, and thank you for Battleship too.
Right. Well,
That works really well by yourself. Anyway, I was made for video games. I'm just telling you.
you were seriously. Please.
So there's some things for you to do. And one other show you need to watch. All you Tiger King fans, I posted it.
Haven't watched
out
it
there.
yet.
I won't watch it. I can tell you right now. I know about the story, and there's just too much. I can't handle the animal stuff because it just burns me. What you see happening to some of these animals and the way they were mistreated.
Right.
Let alone, I love all the crazy. Like I said before, if I could just find a show with all the crazy but without the animals. Amazon re-released a show. It's a 10th anniversary. I've never seen the entire thing. And it's called The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
Okay. Never heard of it.
Oh my God. One of the producers is Johnny Knoxville. And it's about this family, the Whites, that live in West Virginia.
I bet it's fantastic.
The stereotypes.
Oh, good. Oh,
You see, the stereotypes are not stereotypes, they're real.
I love shows about stereotypes.
Oh my God. So if you get it, it was on Amazon and it was free because it's generally costs like $12, but they had it free this weekend and hopefully it stays free for a while. So hopefully you can check it out. But The Wild and Wonderful Whites.
There's some more quarantine entertainment.
I'm trying to help you all out, man.
We're trying.
I'm digging.
And you can also go back and listen to our many episodes of our podcast if you're just new. We have a whole season before this. So if you really hate yourself, go back and listen to hours and hours of this garbage.
Oh my God.
You can text us 402-403-9478. If we learned anything, stay away from eagle's nests.
I got a great message this weekend too. Asked me if I'd gone back to check on my farm at Farmville.
And the answer was yes.
The thought crossed my mind.
Do it.
I haven't
Running
done
out
it
of
yet.
time.
Pat and JT Podcast.